Right here, she explodes, makes the backdoor pass, and immediately...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a basketball fan, you've probably heard the bombshell news shaking the WNBA right now. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's superstar rookie, might be sidelined for the entire season. Yeah, you heard that right, an entire season. The league is in absolute chaos, fans are losing it, and there's so much to unpack here today. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's dive into what's happening, why it's such a big deal, and what it could mean for the WNBA going forward. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. We're going to break this down step by step. First, let's talk about who Caitlin Clark is and why this news is sending shockwaves through the basketball world. Next voice, if you've somehow been living under a rock, Caitlin Clark is the former Iowa Hawkeye phenom who completely took college basketball by storm. She's the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, men or women, with an incredible 3,251 career points. Clark is a sharpshooter, a playmaker, and a once-in-a-generation talent who's often compared to Steph Curry for her deep shooting range and flair on the court. When she was drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever in the 2024 WNBA draft, the hype surrounding her was absolutely unreal. Fans expected her to not only transform the struggling Fever, but also bring a brand new wave of attention to the WNBA. And let me tell you, she was delivering on that promise. In her rookie season, Clark was averaging roughly 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, with a knack for hitting clutch shots and breaking ankles with her dazzling handles. She was selling out arenas, boosting TV ratings, and pulling casual fans into WNBA games for the first time in years. Social media, especially X, was buzzing non-stop about her every move. Some fans hailed her as the savior of the league, while others argued she was being overhyped. Either way, she became absolute must-watch TV. So when the news broke that she could be sidelined for the entire season due to a groin injury, the WNBA world came to a screeching halt. Now, let's dive into the injury itself. Reports say Clark suffered the groin injury a few weeks ago. While initial hopes suggested she might return after a short recovery, the situation has taken an unfortunate turn. A recent update from the Fever's head coach, shared on X, revealed it's uncertain when, or even if, Clark will return this season. The team's GM, Lynn Dunn, doubled down on that statement, stressing that Clark's long-term health is the absolute priority and that they won't rush her back until she's fully
He's here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one. You bet! A Brooklyn logo bomb from Caitlin Clark.
TV ratings for Indiana Fever games skyrocketed, up over 50% compared to last season, with some broadcasts drawing more than 9 million viewers. That's massive for a league that has often struggled to compete with the NBA's overwhelming audience. Clark's games weren't just filling arenas. They were selling out completely, while merchandise with her name was flying off shelves at record speed. She wasn't just another player, she was a one-woman marketing machine. So the thought of her missing the rest of the season isn't just a blow to the Fever, it's a potential disaster for the WNBA's hard-earned momentum. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The WNBA has fought for years to gain the respect and recognition it deserves. Despite incredible talent and fiercely competitive games, the league has frequently been overshadowed by the NBA or dismissed by casual sports fans. Clark's arrival changed that. She pulled in new viewers, from die-hard college basketball fans who followed her from Iowa to casual fans curious about the hype. Posts on X showed endless highlights, logo threes, no-look passes, ankle-breaking crossovers, but also sparked debates. Some critics argued the league was giving her too much attention at the expense of other stars, while others defended her impact, saying her popularity lifted the entire WNBA. Love her or hate her, Clark was undeniably driving the conversation. Without her, the risk is clear. The league's newfound buzz could fizzle out quickly. Now, let's focus on the Fever specifically. This is a franchise that hasn't made the playoffs since 2016 and has been stuck in a seemingly endless rebuild. Clark was supposed to be the cornerstone of their turnaround, alongside players like Aaliyah Boston, last year's #1 pick, and veteran scorer Kelsey Mitchell. With Clark, the Fever were finally looking like legitimate playoff contenders, for the first time in years. Without her, though, the team's offense takes a massive hit. She's the primary playmaker, the floor general, and replacing her production is easier said than done. The Fever's recent games without Clark have been rough, lower scoring, less dynamic, and frankly, less exciting to watch. Fans on X have been vocal, with many saying the team looks completely lost without her. But this isn't just about on-court performance. Attendance and ticket sales were through the roof because of Clark. Home games at Gainbridge Fieldhouse were packed, with fans traveling from across the country just to watch her play. If she's out for the season, attendance could drop, ticket revenue may take a hit, and the Fever's rebuilding momentum could stall. And let's be honest, for a franchise already struggling financially and competitively, that's a nightmare scenario. So what's the league doing about all this? The WNBA is in a tough spot. On one hand, they can't force Clark to play while she's injured. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen and could ruin her long-term career. On the other hand, they're desperate to keep momentum alive. Some fans on X are speculating the league might shift more marketing around other stars like AJ Wilson or Brianna Stewart to fill the void. But let's be real, no player right now matches Clark's unique draw. There's even chatter about the WNBA adjusting its schedule or adding special events to keep fans engaged, but nothing official has been announced. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the controversy. Clark's rapid rise has sparked plenty of debate. Critics say the league leaned too heavily on her, sidelining other deserving stars. Posts on X have accused the WNBA of favoritism with comments like, "It's as if Caitlyn's the only player out there." Defenders counter that her popularity brings unprecedented attention to the league, which ultimately benefits everyone. Her injury, however, has triggered a new wave of criticism. Some fans blame the Fever's coaching staff for not protecting her better, while others question whether the league's increasingly physical style is too rough for a finesse player like Clark. Speaking of physicality, let's talk about her game. Clark is a 6-foot guard who thrives on deep shooting and creative playmaking. But the WNBA is no joke. Defenders here are bigger, faster, and far more physical than in college. Clark's already endured her share of hard fouls, and fans online speculate her injury might be linked to the wear and tear of adapting to this level. Without her trademark quickness and agility, which a groin injury directly threatens, her game could suffer even after she returns. And that's a scary thought for a player whose entire identity revolves around speed and creativity. So, what happens next? For Clark, the focus is on recovery. The Fever's medical staff will do everything possible to ensure she returns at full strength, whether that's later this season or not until 2026. For the WNBA, it's all about damage control.